So this is the video of actually using support and resistance and coupled with supply and demand. I'm going to use New Zealand dollar for the I guess my reference point. So the first thing we want to realize is that well, it doesn't matter, but for me, the daily is important. So you can figure out the other stuff, the other time frames, but to like I would like to make sure the daily is covered. So the 58 right there, it's not quite at 58. And I know you can go in there and change it to 58. I'm just putting the area. I ain't trying to look neat. So the 58 area, as you can see, it had a demand right there also. So it tapped the demand and the support. And that's why it pushed up like that. So there's that. And I'm only worrying about the areas where it's close to. So you got 59 area and you got 60 area. And like you can see that it respected right here, break, retest, but there was a demand right there, so that support worked out, right? It came right here, that demand is still right there, so it pushed up a little bit. However, there was a supply right there, so it ripped down to go to 59. Respected 59 because on the lower time frame, most likely was a demand, so it pushed up, and it pushed up to this 62 flat. 62 flat was being respected, and there's a supply right there at 62 flat. So what ended up happening? 62 flat resistance worked out because of a supply, right? So the supply activated, it pushed. Not really concerned about the 61 flat because if you can see 61 flat, it usually just sits in that area and goes from 61 to 60. So I'm not worried about 61 flat. You can look for your eyeballs and see for yourself. Then see it came down back into 59 and respected 59 flat with the demand that was right there. It pushed up, broke the 62 flat to come to 63 flat. So you got 63 flat, and there's a supply right here for some reason. Right here at the 60, almost 64 flat, it's just there's a supply right there. So 63.50 supply kept tapping, 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 tapping. So you see how supply and demand working together, it usually wins. So what do we have here today? So let's put these in first. So you got this level. I'm gonna make this color just my regular things color. I like to go into settings, extend. So we see 58 got respected. We have a bullish engulfing candle. We're at 59, right? So this is all we have for right now. So we know last time it touched 58, it shot all the way up to 61. So we have a break of the 59 area on this candle right here. This candle broke, but now it's coming back down into it because if you go over here to the H4, you have a supply. So this, oh shoot, let me change that. So this supply, even though it broke the 59 flat, it came to this supply, and that's why it dropped down. Now, however, what we had here is a bigger demand. So yes, it's stuck in between two supply and demands. I after breaking structure, I want to see. It's just at this point, I guess we got the actually a change of character because it took out that low. I mean that high. So this is consistent with a change of character, even though it tapped into that supply. So change of character, come down to a demand zone. It already rejected 58. Last time it was at 58, it skyrocketed. So all the data that you have right now is this demand sticking and pushing back up to higher levels. So what I'm looking for on a situation like this is like along at that breaker candle stops above, and then you know you can easily take it to 60 flat. 1 second. Yeah, you can take it to 60 flat. Um, or you can come back over here to the daily and see that, I mean, there was a demand right there too. See that demand? So it tapped into the 58 flat and a demand. Now we got another demand on H4. So there's confluences for this to continue to push up. So it could be a longer trade. You know, I don't know if you want to put it below there. We're looking for the H4. But we can start coming back to the 61 area, and we're going to run into supplies. You know what I'm saying? We're going to run into supplies. So you want to, if you want to take it from right there, it's all up to how you're trading, because it will start coming to these supplies areas and start wicking. However, if the 58 is as strong, if this 58 zone is very strong, and previously we have a push, and see like even right here, it pushed up, came up to the 60 flat, dropped back down into this fair value gap. That's a fair value gap right there. And then it pushed up, broke it, broke the 60 flat, came back down and retested. I don't know, something on a lower time frame. Came back in, gave you another break, another retest of the 60 flat, and went straight back to 62. Then pulled back, and then there's a demand right there just by eyeing it. And then gave you another demand set up to break the 62 flat, retest it a little bit, and then start coming to these 63s. So we can expect maybe the same thing. That's the anticipation. So I mean, obviously we can't per se you can't predict the market. You can just react off of it. So this is the move. I'm looking for this move to happen again at this 58. If it doesn't happen, then oh well, we'll just take the loss. And but if it does happen, we got a nice little 1 to 3, or you're trying to take it there or take it there, whatever you're trying to do. I I like the I like this. This is what I was looking for. Or maybe this 1 to 5. And that's just basically with supply and demand. Um, let's take these off. Remove, 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 remove. All right, so that's what we're looking at for New Zealand dollar, for support and resistance with coupled with supply and demand. UJ is the same way. All right, I already got it set up for it. So I'm looking at UJ to push back up into this, because it already broke this 51 or 52 flat. Was that 52 flat? It broke 52 flat, so it's came down, and I'm looking for it to pull back where a supply is at, or maybe a retest of the 52 flat, and then from here, give me a nice little move to the downside. Now, will it break the 46 flat? I don't know. If it does, then we can start, you know. I mean, I just like this move. This is cool. If it's gonna break this area, it's gonna give us a nice break. It'll be like this, and this is how it's always been. Now that I come to think about it, where's the? I think it's over here. I don't know why it's not. How do I move this thing? Sorry about that. So if it was gonna break this area, it's gonna go like this: break, then come back, retest, then drop. You can just get another setup in. Like you see that, like right here, break, come back, retest, break, and come down to this 40 flat. Or like even right here, break, come back to the 40, break and retest right there. However, if we're gonna look for a demand, there's a demand right there. It came back into it after the break and retest. If you didn't get the break and retest, gave you a demand setup to push and sit here at that 52 flat and break it, and then come back down, retest it, and then break it and come up here some more. So yeah, it's just very strategic, and it's just about timing. It's actually easy to trade, but again, as I'm learning, trading is about patience and not rushing. So just got to take it when it comes. But other than that, peace.